This is Professor Joe, your education advocate. Let me bring you to a new topic: metaphysics as a branch of philosophy. Metaphysics, the exploration of ultimate reality, beckons us to venture beyond the tangible. It is ultimately a study beyond physics that constructs and criticizes about the theories what is truly real. The old construct of metaphysics was ontology, as the study of being that exists. Metaphysics invites us to ponder the very essence of existence. Aristotle used the term to mean his work after physics, and it also puts importance on essences to describe the central defining characteristic of a thing. If we ask anyone, what is the fundamental nature of the universe? Most of us would answer, the material being, the physical, or anything with matter. Does reality encompass something more, including the immaterial being like abstract ideas, soul, spirits, etc.? These questions have captivated philosophers for millennia, fueling a quest to unravel the fabric of reality. Is there a reality outside this world of physical existence? At the heart of this quest lies the clash between two titans of thought, Plato and Aristotle. Their contrasting views on the nature of being have shaped Western philosophy, echoing through the ages and continuing to ignite debate today. This presentation of mine delves into the heart of this philosophical clash, exploring the enduring debate between Plato's idealism versus Aristotle's realism. The core argument of this metaphysical debate was to ask, what is the nature of true reality? Plato, a student of Socrates, believed in dualist perspective, the world of matter and the world of form. The former undergoes change, while the latter, the perfect, unchanging forms, do not. Only the unchanging form is truly real, because it has the mark of perfection and permanence. Plato learned from Parmenides, the pre Socratic guy, the value of permanence as the essence of perfection and truth. Just imagine a perfect circle. You can draw one on paper, but it will always be an imperfect representation of the true form of a circle, which exists only in the realm of forms. These forms, eternal and immutable, represent the essence of things: beauty, justice, truth. Plato also learned from Heraclitus, the pre-Socratic guy, the value of things in the state of flux. Plato then conceived that the physical world is characterized by constant change and imperfection. It is a world of becoming because of its changing characteristics. Aristotle challenged his mentor's dualistic and idealist worldview. He rejected the notion of a separate realm of reality. Rather, he emphasized empirical observation, the gathering of knowledge through our senses. He believed that by carefully studying the natural world, we could discern its underlying principles and gain true knowledge. This emphasis on observation and experience laid the foundation for the scientific method, a cornerstone of modern thought. His criticism to Plato's form runs in the following. First, he accused his teacher, Plato, of creating a new metaphysical problem rather than solving it. He has added a new problem, the world of form, which needs also explaining. Second, he criticized Plato's true reality in the world of form, free from the phenomenon called change. My question is, can it be possible that true reality does not undergo change? Third, Aristotle finally argued that his teacher Plato committed certain form intellectual error. The debate of true reality remains problematic. Plato, the idealist, will continue the value of the abstract forms, while the followers of Aristotelian philosophy will value the physical world. Aristotle, the realist, grounded reality in the tangible world, in real things, arguing that everything could be understood by studying the physical properties of the universe. This fundamental shift has profound implications for our understanding of the world and ourselves. If Plato is right, true knowledge resides in the abstract ideal forms, and the intellect has its sole access. If Aristotle is right, knowledge is gained through observation in the material world, and the senses would be the gateway to knowing. The debate is beyond metaphysics or beyond the realm of abstract philosophy. It is about the core questions of human existence, like my place in the universe, the problem of right or wrong in morality, the meaning of my belief, and most of all, the gateway to knowledge. We may include also the nature of the brain or the science of the intellect. Is the mind, for instance, a separate immaterial entity or simply a physical body part? Or are ideas simply an intellectual product from a complex network of neurons firing in the physical brain? There is so much to think about, right? Plato famously illustrated his theory of forms with the allegory of the cave. Imagine prisoners chained inside a cave. They can only see shadows cast on the wall by objects passing before a fire. These shadows, Plato argues, represent the prisoner's truth. One day, a prisoner escapes and emerges into the sunlight. He sees the real world for the first time. He sees the sun for the first time. He also sees the trees, the sky, and everything in the real world. His experience was revolutionary and wanted to tell his story to others, but they don't believe him. Since they are so accustomed to the shadows, they reject the truth discussed to them by their friend. Plato believed that our senses can deceive us, like the prisoners who thought that the shadows were real since they experienced them since birth. The prisoner has to be dragged, forcing them to see the outside world, a symbol of uncompromising role of the intellect in knowing. It was a symbol of an ascent of the mind to world of form. Aristotle countered Plato's idealism with a firm belief in the power of empirical observation. He believed true knowledge stems from carefully studying the natural world, observing its patterns, and drawing conclusions based on evidence. This emphasis on observation formed the bedrock of the scientific method, a systematic approach to understanding the universe that has revolutionized our understanding of the world. Aristotle's focus on the material world led him to develop sciences, which are now called biology, physics, and technology. The debate is also epistemological, not just a metaphysical problem. Is the mind the source of knowledge or the senses? Plato's idealism is a form of rationalism versus Aristotle's realism is a form of empiricism. Let us learn from both. While Plato's emphasis on abstract reasoning and the search for ideal forms remains influential, Aristotle helps us focus on observation, driving towards the scientific method in understanding the physical universe. I hope we learned something new in this presentation. Let me end here by challenging us to keep moving forward in our philosophizing. The modern period of philosophy, our next module, will open up the new problem, the problem of knowledge, which is epistemological. Just keep forward. Thank you for watching. Please support my advocacy. Like and subscribe to my channel.